Welcome to another episode of The Upside. And today, we're going to change things up a little bit. That's right, guys. On today's show, we're changing things up a little bit. I'm actually not going to be making or building or creating anything today.
I know, but don't be upset, all right? There's a good reason.
We have my boss, the head honcho, the lady in charge, and she's going to be sharing with you guys a book that is, one, adorable, but two, has a really good meaning behind it. And so we're going to take the majority of the show today to show you that. But once that video is over, then I'm going to talk to you guys about that awesome giveaway that I was telling you about. And you'll have multiple weeks to sign up for it, so don't worry, you're not going to miss out or anything. So that's going to be really epic. But in the meantime, we're going to take a look at that video and we're going to watch Miss Erin bring in a really good story to us.
So, you're on, Miss Erin.
Hey everyone, I'm Erin from Kidside, and I thought it would be kind of fun to read you guys a story. I got this new book. It's called It Will Be Okay, Trusting God Through Fear and Change, and I thought, what a great time to read such an awesome story. It's about a little seed and a little fox, so it's super cute, so let's get to it. In a dusty shed on a rickety shelf, hidden in a cozy packet, lived a tiny seed. Day after day, little seed watched as the farmer came into the shed. The farmer's strong hands would reach into the packet and he would say, "I have a good plan for you," each time he selected a seed. The little seed knew the farmer was good and kind, but he did not want to leave his home. Little seed liked living inside the cozy packet on the rickety shelf in the farmer's dusty shed. He did not want to go. In the nearby woods, under a big tree, in the comfy den, lived a playful fox. The little fox raced around the tree trunk in the woods. "Yippee!" he shouted with glee. But then a long black shadow scared him and he hurried to hide in his den. He was scared of the dark shadows, the howling winds and the rain and almost everything. The little fox liked his comfy den under the big tall trees in the nearby woods. He did not like being afraid. One particularly dark night, a storm rumbled into the forest. Thunder boomed, lightning flashed, rain poured into the little fox den. "Oh no!" cried the little fox as he scurried through the woods, trying to find somewhere safe and dry and not scary. He barreled inside the farmer's dusty shed, bumped into the rickety shelf, and knocked over the cozy seed packet. The little seed rolled out onto the floor. A surprised little fox found himself standing nose to nose with a very unhappy little seed. "I am Little Fox, and I live in the den under the big tall tree in the nearby woods," he explained. "I love to play in the woods, but I'm afraid of dark shadows and howling winds," he said. "There are no winds or shadows in your shed. Can I live here with you? Will you be my friend?" Little Seed said, "Do you see a pillow? Do you see a bed? Do you see a place to lay your wet head? No, you don't, because this safe place is the farmer's shed." But the little seed thought of how safe and warm it was inside his cozy packet on the rickety shelf in the farmer's dusty shed. He thought it might be quite nice to have a friend. Little Fox and Little Seed became the best of friends. Little Seed told silly stories and Little Fox made funny faces. Each day when the farmer came to the shed, Little Fox hid away. But the farmer was good and the farmer was kind and the farmer was always watching over them, even when they didn't know it. One morning, the farmer came into the shed, as he had on many days. "Little Seed," he said as he placed him in his hand, "I have a wonderful plan for you. I have waited for just the right time, and today is the day." "Oh no, please no, I don't want to go," thought Little Seed. The farmer went outside and knelt down. He pushed Little Seed under the ground, into the dirt, and down deep into a dark, messy place. "Now, Little Seed, this is going to be different and it might seem scary, but it will be okay. You can trust me," said the farmer. The little seed wished he was inside the cozy packet on the rickety shelf in the farmer's dusty shed. "I want to trust even when I can't see, but how in the world can this be good for me?" "Little Seed, come back," cried Little Fox when he saw the farmer take his friend away. "Where are you, Little Seed?" He looked in front of the shed and behind the shed, but Little Seed was not there. He looked on top of the tractor and under the tractor, but Little Seed was not there either. He looked under the duck's wing and inside the dog's flappy ears. He even looked in the horse's stall and the pig's pen and even in the farmer's boot, but Little Seed could not be found anywhere. Now Little Fox was really worried. "Little Seed," he shouted. I'm here, way down in the dirt. I'm scared and lonely, but I'm not hurt," came Little Seed's muffled voice right below him. Little Fox thought hard for something to say or something to do that would help his friend not be scared, but he was afraid too. "It's different and scary to be somewhere new, but it will be okay, Little Seed." Little Seed was not so sure, and neither was the Little Fox, but the farmer was good, and the farmer was kind, and the farmer was always watching over them, even when they didn't know it. Little Fox stayed by Little Seed night after night and day after day. He was scared and lonely too. But after a while, Little Fox started to see how the farmer took care of them. Fresh water for Little Sweet Seed, sweet berries for Little Fox. He wasn't even quite so afraid when he saw the dark shadow or heard the howling wind. Little Fox was starting to believe that the farmer was good and the farmer was kind. "My friend," whispered the Little Fox to Little Seed, "go to sleep. It will be okay." Little Seed sat in the dark and messy place for what seemed like a long time. But one spring morning, Little Seed felt a mysterious stirring. He looked down and discovered he was no longer a little seed. He was becoming something brand new, something wonderful. He pushed up through the dirt and out of the dirt and right through the ground. And there, looking sleepy-eyed and surprised, was his friend, Little Fox. The Little Fox looked down and saw a beautiful green sprout. "My friend!" they each explained with glee. They were once again nose to nose, and Little Seed told silly stories and Little Fox made funny faces. After many days of fun, Little Seed said, "Little Fox, look up and see. It's hard to believe what became of me. From the messy dark place I grew and grew, from seed to a tree, only the farmer knew. Today they made it through the dark and scary time, and together they learned that the farmer was good and the farmer was kind, and the farmer was always watching over them, even in the dark, messy places." Little Seed was never supposed to be a seed in a seed packet, and Little Fox was not supposed to be alone and afraid. The seasons came and the seasons went. Little Seed grew into a big, strong tree, and Little Fox raced around his trunk, and sometimes Little Fox laid in the grass near Little Seed. And the breeze tickled his nose, and the sun warmed his belly, and the good and kind farmer was always watching over them. Little Seed liked things to stay the way they were. Little Fox was sometimes afraid. But just as they learned to trust the farmer, we can learn to trust God. We do not need to fear. He has a wonderful plan. God loves you and He is kind. And in the end, it really will be okay. Trusting this truth in the tough things you face, confusing times in the messy, hard place, God loves you and He is kind. Remember this always in your heart and in your mind. The end. Just thought that was a fun story to remind you that even in the dark and scary times, even when things don't seem normal or when they seem kind of out of control, you can always trust God. He knows, He has a plan, and He's right there with us. I hope you enjoyed the story.
Thank you, Miss Erin. That book just literally reminded me of the show, that it's always important to look on the upside. Sometimes we can't see what's going on, or we're confused, or we don't understand something, and just like the book is saying that the farmer was there, God is there for us. He's always looking out for us, watching over us, and even when we don't know what's going on, there's always a plan underneath it all. So thank you. That was a really great story. Now I get to tell you guys about the giveaway. So here's how it's going to work. For the next 2 weeks, you guys are in charge of making something, building something, creating something. You're going to take a video of it or take a picture of the final product, and you're going to post it to our Facebook page. If it's not on the Facebook page, I can't give you credit because I got to be able to see it. And then once you do that, I will take that and I'll put your name into the mystery box prize pooling name thing. I'm going to come up with a name for it, don't worry. But I'll put your name into here. These are the old ones. And then that way I can pull out and be like, oh, hey, you're the winner. Okay? But here's the deal. You're probably thinking, Tim, what are we trying to win here? I'm going to make a project that's specifically designed for you. So whoever's name I pull out, let's just say that I pulled out Timmy, I would then contact them, ask them, what do you want? And then I'm gonna make it here on the show, and we're gonna show you guys the process. And then I'll take a little video of you guys with it, and it's gonna be super cool, okay? So you have 2 weeks, 2 more weeks to build, create, make whatever you want, and post it to our Facebook page, all right? So start thinking of some ideas, be creative, be fun, do whatever you want. Honestly, it's going to be a pretty cool project. So, and like always, every week on the show, guys, just remember to do one thing during this week. Remember to always look on the upside.